Hello, it's Thursday, meaning it's time for King's Pirate, a fool's gold campaign. I'm going to start by introducing our players, starting with Fat Kyle right above me because, of course, his face gets my attention.
Of course. Hi, folks. It's Bad Kyle here. I'm not gonna, make the same mistake I made last time and say my last name. So, tough nuts for you if you didn't see it on the pod. You can find me here every Monday playing everybody's favorite stoner half demon oracle, Jacob King. You can find me on Thursdays playing everybody's tolerated, mostly salty carrier of the brain cell, Badge's Newth. And other than that, you can't find me anywhere else because I don't want you to, except, well, maybe the Discord where I throw up the odd meme. Definitely, you should join the Discord. Somebody else can link it because I refuse to. Um, and then let's go over to Desraya.
Hi, I'm Ruth. You can find me here on Tuesdays as Exit, Wednesdays eventually as Maeve, Thursdays as Desrai, and the last one is Sunday as Reeve. Otherwise, you can sometimes find me in the Discord, and that's about it. I am going to pass it off to Lucas.
Hello, I am the Starred Adventurer, also known on Thursdays as Lucas, on Tuesdays as Red Death, on Wednesdays, eventually Thane and Samson, on Sundays as the Game Master, the Master of Ceremonies, the Narrator, the Great and Powerful, the Almighty, the All Father, the so on and so forth. I have a lot of titles in that game. Why? Because I decided to. No, I don't. Uh, no. Aside from what I do here on Dirty 20 Gaming, I can be found working with Tango Productions right now to bring you the Dawson Riddle. If can I say that? Okay, good. I don't. You started laughing. I got very concerned all of a sudden.
Because you called it the Dawson Manor. That's
I started that, and then I managed to fix it. Then you ruined it by laughing at me. This is all going to hell. Anyways, you can find us going up in September. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't have a lot more to say about that. Otherwise, if you look, you can probably find me. But if you do find me outside of that area with Tango Productions or outside of here on Discord, you will earn my contempt. So congratulations. We'll see you there. I'm gonna quickly pass it off to the wonderful Luna.
Hi, my name is Solar Dasher. You can only find me here on Thursdays, unfortunately, playing the lovable Luna Moon. I do have an update to life that has been happening with me. I finally did get approved again now for the surgery, and it should go through this time on August the 6th. So that's less than 2 weeks away. Ooh. With that being said, I'm still trying to fundraise to help me pay for the little this and that. I have the Ko-Fi and a GoFundMe. If you guys could assist, I'd greatly appreciate it. If not, at least keep me in your prayers to hope and pray that I don't have cancer. So far, so good. As far as all the health updates are concerned with me. But that's pretty much it. I am going to try and do a stream this weekend. Try and do a fundraising stream to try and, again, raise those funds. I'm not trying to gain as much as I was before because I've had other procedures done lately that have lowered my out-of-pocket, so thank heavens for that. But I am going to do my best. With that, and me being a diarrhea mouth, I'm going to go ahead and stop and send it on over to Boulder.
Hello, I am Boulder, also known as Mudkip on the Discord. So really, those are the two main things I'm doing right now. I potentially would be interested in doing stuff other times of the week if my current employment allowed me to. But deals have been struck, and Thursday nights are carved out in rough stone, and I have fought them a couple of times. But it's okay. They understand. Probably not, but it's okay. Because I'm here. Otherwise, Boulder is the bearer of the rocks, as well as packing the familiar name known as Pebble, as well as a small shark hound known as Onyx. Other than that, and his, well, wants to make pots out of everything seemingly. That's really it. And I'm going to pass it back to the producer for the finals.
Yes, and our producer, who traditionally does wonderful commentary around the screen. We don't know if that's going to be happening as much tonight, because I did see her say that. Our Hounds 20 is our producer for tonight. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So I don't normally do this, but I am giving this extra warning at the beginning of our sessions. This story is about to head into territory that we don't normally head into. References of torture, harming children, and other much darker subjects are a possibility. My players and producer have an X card that they can use at any time. You, the audience, does not. I'm not asking you to not watch our show, but to please take care of yourself. Thank you for listening to this extra bit of a warning. And our VTT is Roll20, art is from Hero Forge or Scarred's Fingers. Everything else is from the book, Fool's Gold Campaign by Hit Point Press. Everything comes with the setting, including the music that you are hearing. It's by Dingo Doodles and Felix Heinrich. And now, heading back into this world. And I'm sorry, goodbye, stream chat, because I cannot watch you. In front of you, well, sits the entrance into this machine, this apparatus. The console in front of you, covered in buttons and dials. That you don't really know what they do.
Are there any labels? I cannot read them, but I know somebody who can.
Technically, yes, there is.
Luna,
Well,
can you
language
make
are
any
they?
sense of any of this?
Well, Luna will look at them and see if she can make sense.
There are 4 labels: force field switch, emergency alarm, emergency protocol X, and lights.
Just spitballing, but we might want to turn on the lights if
Lights
they're
are
not
good,
on
yeah.
currently.
Lights have been on the entire time.
Okay. And of course, Luna will advise everybody on what is there. I don't want to push buttons. No. You guys
Well,
can.
I'm leery of pushing the emergency protocol X button. That sounds like it has far more opportunities to go horribly for us than it does to actually turn out well.
Yeah, my compulsion speaks to press all the buttons at once and see what happens then. But that's a bad idea, so I shouldn't.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
take a
no
screenshot.
press.
We don't need any of that.
Really want to, though.
So the lights are on. Can we see force fields? Like additional force fields? Are there?
There
There
was
is
one
only
while watching
one
the room.
force field that you have seen this entire time, and it is the one in front of you.
Oh.
Where, also, as it has been watching you this entire time, the Mirror Knight has now come down to where you all are, and is still watching.
Well,
Ominous.
I think the only way, because the crystals are also in there, correct?
Correct, but they are at the top.
Yeah.
How did it get down here without damaging itself?
It floated. It can fly.
So we have to go back up anyway. Okay, well, there goes my first plan.
Well, if we lower the force fields, it could probably come to us.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want that, but I have
think
a
we're
feeling.
gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
at least
I don't
7
like the
years
way it's
bad
looking
luck.
at me. I'm just gonna say that.
He's gonna count 7 years, 14, 21, 28, 35. We're looking at least a century's worth of bad luck if we beat this thing to the ground.
I have enough already.
Yeah, well, you know, luck is only something for people. Luck is only something people rely on when they don't have skill.
And just to be clear, we haven't found any other reference to Emergency Protocol X anywhere.
No.
Is it currently active?
No.
If we click it, does that mean it'll purge everything inside the force field? I'm spitballing.
Yeah, maybe we leave that button alone.
Or it, unleashes a horde of murder cats.
Kitty.
Because, whatever was in there got out.
Just throwing it out there. Perhaps it has something to do with the icons on the wall.
Icon on wall?
The whole, turning sun star into crystal.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
Hope
that's
not.
literally about destroying the sun. And I'm no scientist, but the sun is needed for people to live.
Yeah.
Unless you have
That's
two.
true.
They had to.
So no more.
So it's kind of a one and done deal if we do it again.
We die.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this force field.
Hmm?
Do we take it down?
And do we see any other way into that central chamber area?
Nope.
Fuck it. Sorry. He immediately just drops that and just goes towards the button and slams it down.
Or
me to
which one?
Lower force field.
Okay, so you turn the force field off.
Badges is ready to die for those crystals if they suddenly start plummeting towards the ground, because there doesn't seem to be a better way to get the dragon flying than these crystals. So if they're lost,
They don't move. And neither does the mirror.
But does the shield go away?
Yes.
can we take those? One of those? Do you need them both? It seems kind of selfish to keep them both to yourself.
Yes. Are you able to understand and speak? What's the language we're speaking right now? It's called common. Why is it called common? Not like, and then indistinguishable words are said by Lucas as he lists languages.
Luna, can you try talking to it in that creepy
Okay.
moon speak?
What do you want me to say?
Ask him if we can take the crystals or if it even understands
I
us
can
at
speak
all.
4 languages, including common. I just realized. Sorry.
Luna's gonna look at.
Oh, 5.
Luna's gonna look at the Moon Knight and ask if we could have one of the crystals that are floating there.
In Stelkin. That's important.
In Stelkin, yes.
He just shakes his head.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Why
try
not?
I'm gonna try to move past it.
And we're into initiative again.
We roll an initiative.
You haven't done anything threatening yet.
You said you walked in?
Yep.
Give me 5 seconds to make sure. Roll
You
initiative.
gotta count the Mississippis.
I don't gotta do nothing. I count how I want to count.
Well, now we got to roll initiative.
Okay, I do gotta do that.
Wow. That's a
I
1
have
for the
10.
Mirror Knight.
Yeah,
Sitting at
21.
10.
Oh, dang,
God,
Badges.
20.
Badges, how are you?
Badges was ready for this.
Yes, he was.
So badges.
22.
for a 20.
Oh, jeez. Everybody except the Mirror Knight was ready for this.
And Lucas is at
Desraya
a 10.
And Lucas.
Hmm?
Desraya and Lucas.
22.
Yes.
22
10.
and 10. Got it.
So everyone got 10 20s except for Lucas and
I rolled an
Mirror Knight.
18, but I have a +4 to initiative.
Yeah, I got nothing to my initiative, so I'm
Luna
Yeah,
screwed.
+5.
Yeah,
Bold
but
was just
straight
rolling
roll.
at 20.
Boulder. He's not last for once.
He is not.
That is true.
Lucas with a 10. And then the Mirror Knight. Because I know chat can't see it. Rolled a 1.
Is lovely.
Which
We love that +0 dex.
Also
We love it here.
We do. Because so many plans.
badges you see as it goes to block Desraya.
Yeah. All right. Well, this sounds like a job for Big Steve. Not badges, Big Steve. So we're going to summon my homie. No, let's just
Are you walking up to it?
Hell no.
Okay.
Why would Badges ever try and get in melee distance of anything? I say that with love, but Badges he's kind of tanky, but he prefers to not,
So you're sending Big Steve.
I'm summoning Big Steve right next to him. Because I've got a 90-foot range.
He needs to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Big
Do I
Steve.
as well?
Yes, you do.
All right.
Let me stick that wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Natural 20.
You're both
Nice.
clear.
Wicked.
All right. Well, then Big Steve is going to do what Big Steve does best, and he's going to smackle dackle.
Awesome.
Does this thing count as an object or structure by any chance?
Construct.
I don't know if that's the same thing, because my Big Steve is a siege monster. So he does double damage to objects and structures. It probably doesn't count, but it would be nice if it did.
It is a
Alright.
construct.
That's fine.
Construct is nothing more than a moving object.
Nat 20 plus 8, so 28, and a dirty 20.
Hey, Scar, do I
Okay.
still get that, plus something?
Yes.
Because I definitely do fit into at least one of those classes, for sure.
The Fiend. Yeah. Okay, so technically, but also technically, creature wasn't undead, but we still rolled him as an undead anyway, so it doesn't
32
matter. So
total
yeah,
damage.
+5.
How much?
32 total damage. I did the math for you.
Thank you so much.
Plus
I
5
really
to
appreciate
what? Is it
Attack rolls and damage.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
is it
that's
just damage? Give me a second. I'll find out.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, Badges is like Big Steve. Handle my light work.
All right. Des, your turn.
Taking my 3 attacks.
Okay.
Taking my
Dirty
3
20 and a
attacks.
natural 20 for the first 2.
Yeah, it's a +5 bonus to damage.
Oh, just
disadvantage on all
Huh?
attacks.
Okay.
Disadvantage on all melee attacks.
Disadvantage on
also,
melee attacks.
I would like to rage, and I'm gonna go reckless, so the first attack is rolled regular. So I'm gonna take that natural 20.
Okay.
Still, with disadvantage, the second attack is a dirty 20.
Okay. Both hit.
Okay, these dice are rolling well for me. And the third is a 21.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Hits.
I rolled an 11 and an 18. And I have a +10 to attack.
Beautiful. Hits.
Cool. I'm just gonna do math before I say anything.
This is a question.
Okay.
So now I have to know. How close do I need to be to the thing, like for its aura, for me to have to roll a wisdom save?
You have to walk up to it because it is on the.
No, I get that. I'm saying, like, is it a range of, like, is there a range, or is it only like melee range of like 5 feet?
It's melee range.
So I can technically stand outside of that at the moment.
That'll be.
It's 10 feet. The range for Aura of Hatred is 10 feet.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. And if it has a range of 10 feet for melee, then I have to roll a wisdom.
That'll be 85 points of damage.
85? Beautiful.
No, that's 95 points of damage. Wait, oh no. Did you say
I counted
80?
the plus 5s.
For all of them? Okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah.
And I said 95 when it would have been 100.
You don't have to go showing up Big Steve like that. He's doing his best. Like, he doesn't get any equipment bonuses.
So am
What
I.
it does at this time is it runs. You see as your hits hit it, and it's very obviously losing health very quickly, and it shoots straight up.
How can it do that on not its turn?
So would that be an opportunity attack?
Since it's leaving the zone. Big Steve.
Technically,
Melee?
yeah, technically.
So
All
both
right.
both Big Steve and Desra.
Oh, damn.
They may have made
Okay.
it the dumbest decision. It could have made.
24 with disadvantage.
24 hits.
24 with disadvantage. I didn't know
Yeah,
if Big Steve
I
got
rolled
disadvantage, but I did it
a
just
14 and a
He's
15.
supposed to.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's 22 points of damage from the one hit.
Okay.
23.
Hits points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. As it tries to run, you guys basically hit it out of the air and end it.
Cool.
Are
I was
we
expecting this to be a
bullies?
much longer fight.
Yes.
Yeah, Luna's holding
yes.
on to
Yes,
the
we
four
are.
flamer sickle she has. I was like, oh.
Sorry.
Now I know how Nick felt when I did now I know how Mudkip felt when I nuked the dude. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's funny.
So
It was very funny though.
So
I
them
just-
crystals, eh?
Yeah.
So
So it tries to
we
run
could-
away. Big Steve grabs it by the leg, flaps it back down on the ground, and Daz just punk.
yeah, basically you guys just
Done.
end it. Because even I thought this fight was gonna take much longer.
Get ended, fool.
Good
Yes.
job, Big Steve. Good job, Desraya. Thanks for the moral support, everybody else.
So
I'm just gonna go back to
Alright.
looking around the room for a bit.
all right. Roll me wisdom savings throw. Anyone that is looking around.
So
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
I'm gonna be
everybody
the
with
one.
their eyes
I'm
open.
gonna be the one
That's-
jerk with that doesn't look around
Oh,
for a
Jiminy
second.
Christmas.
13.
That's 26, and
Two.
everyone takes an extra +5 on their save.
Wow, so I'm at
10.
18.
Still.
Or so 20. Sorry, 20.
7
20?
then.
So the only one then who's failing is Luna. Luna, you are
21.
getting, yeah, Luna, you are gaining the flaw. I believe I know best, and no one can convince me otherwise. For 1d6 days. For 6 days!
Oh.
That is an appropriate response, honestly. While that's
I'm
happening,
trying to get them crystals. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Badges is just hopping on Bertle's back and flying up to get the
We
crystal.
could
Oh,
just
that's
walk up
really-
the
that's
stairs,
really
but
smart.
alright.
Yeah,
I
Badges
believe
is
I
like,
know best.
"Diddy, diddy, 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 diddy,
What's the
diddy."
rest of it?
And no one
believe
can
he
convince
does,
me
and no
otherwise.
one can convince me otherwise. Lucas, you, upon entering this area, you realize that this is a desecrated area.
Desiccated or desecrated? As in,
Desecrated.
Oh,
no
fade.
god can enter here sort of thing.
Correct.
Oh, I'm fine. Kind. No, I'm not. I'm not quite fine.
No.
Yeah, I don't like this. Badges
what-
is gonna get the crystal, but
Lucas, what you're feeling is extreme anguish. If Lucas can cry, tears are coming down his face without his control.
Thank you, helmet.
crawling in my skin.
I mean, if anyone pays any real attention, you'll find that there's a weird black seepage coming from the armor around the neck, around where the neck would be.
Badges is definitely not inquiring about any of Lucas's random discharges. He's just
Lu-
going for the crystal.
Lucas,
Okay.
what's going on?
Yeah, I shouldn't be in this room. I'm gonna,
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna step out.
yeah.
I mean, it's got about the same effect as someone else holding the sword. I'm gonna just bounce. I'll meet you guys at the dragon. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then Lucas starts making his way towards the dragon.
Should not split the party, but
I'm going with them.
probably
Yeah.
for the best. I was gonna ask, does anybody who has a connection to a god of any sort feel that same discomfort? Because druids, pull from
Actually-
nature, the goddess of nature, and we've got a
This is-
paladin.
I'm very tightly linked to a god.
Yeah.
This is, I can give an easy out of. Lucas is more attuned to a god than anyone else would be.
It's a little different.
Well, I'm going with him because
What I will give both to
And Lucas is
Boulder-
going to find the fastest bathroom.
to both Boulder and Desraya. What you was standing on. It is eerily similar to the holy symbol of the lost god Stella. And you're both getting this from your deities as well. That if
Huh.
this were recalibrated correctly, which no one here can do, it can absorb another god.
Huh.
And why would we want to do that under any circumstance?
It is
We don't.
you don't.
Good.
We don't. Easy answer.
Just be warned.
Meanwhile, Badges is up there at the top. It's skooka, 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 skooka.
Badgers, it's a security bit. Gotta have
How
the
much
hole in the
damage do you
middle.
want me to take from violently? What's the word I'm looking for? Evacuating the insides of one system.
Oh,
Roll me a d4.
Gross.
Cool.
So they're just
Does Russ
floating
just
there
standing
for you,
outside the
Badges.
bathroom?
They're just floating there. You can literally push them like into the same room as the dragon is, because the force field that was there is now gone.
Oh, okay. The Badges would be like, all right, guys, let's head back to the dragon. When Lucas is done cleaning his armor.
Not that kind of evacuating.
Oh, okay.
More the
Oh, then done cleaning
expulsion
his helmet.
kind than the. Oh no, he's like I said, going to find the bathroom as quick as he can, so he can just
Yeah.
move like the top half of what he's wearing, and then just lots of old curdled blood.
Badges is going to leave Big Steve to rip up the floor here, or do whatever damage he can.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's in aid of removing
The ability to have this
any
thing
chance
work
of
again.
it work again.
Okay.
All right.
It's the best I can do.
Badges, Boulder, and Luna. As you three are basically getting your mech dragon ready to fly is the best way I'm gonna say. Luna, are you the one taking care of all the Stelkins, so opening the doors and like pressing the right buttons? Okay.
Yeah.
Because of course Luna knows best, and no one can convince her otherwise.
Exactly.
Sorry, I just
She'll even go as far as to, if necessary, push the person out of the way in order to get to where she feels she needs to be at this point.
Beautiful. Boulder and Badges, what are you all doing?
Putting Lumina in a coma for a week. So no, just kidding. Because we don't actually know this. So instead, Badges is just gonna load up the power crystal. Then kind of explore the dragon to make sure there's nothing like, a couple of curled up murder kittens somewhere in the bowels of the dragon that will wake up and attack us while we're flying. Because not that I think, you would ever do that to us, of course, but just in case.
This is Felix's
know that.
campaign. You never
This is
know.
Felix, it's not me. I will say, Deviant Futures was a little bit kinder of a world than this one is.
That's saying something, because that roll is terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as you're exploring, you do find 5 or 6 bed, sleeping areas. You find you do find an underneath, a belly of the dragon, the hold, effectively. But there are no murder kittens in there. It's just empty and dusty.
Now there's room for the cart in here. I'm just gonna, once everybody's back together, I'm gonna say, you know what? I know we want to go talk to the childlike empress or whatever, but before we go that route, can we please, for the love of nature, drop this cart off?
So,
I've also,
if
that
Lucas has returned.
Yeah, you guys can be back by now.
Yeah, he's also not wearing all of his armor. Where the rest of it is, unless anyone really has asked, no idea.
I would have.
But still, it's shifted back into part of itself. It's like if you have a sleeve that you roll up. When the armor's on, it's rolled down. He essentially rolled it up to waist.
What were you saying, Boulder?
I was looking for a possible way to open up the above us, because I highly doubt this thing can dig.
No, if you remember, there was a panel there. You also have keys.
Yep.
You collected the keys for that.
Okay, so there's only 2 slots for keys.
Correct.
Okay.
This is going to quickly suggest that we just take the cart in the arms of the dragon, and then once we're over the town from a safe distance.
No, we're gonna set it down safely, because if some of his mimics die, Wizard Lee will probably be annoyed.
Then someone cast Featherfall on it. It doesn't matter.
Luna, is there any writing on the keys? Luna, can you tell which keys are open garage?
Luna will look them over.
Luna actually, I think you did that at last session. Because one of them does stay, hatch open.
Okay.
And it was a green key, if I remember correctly.
All right, well, Badges will go open the door unless Luna refuses to give the keys back.
No, she'll behave.
Okay. Then Badges will just go. Chink. Chink, chink.
Yeah, It does open, but it takes its time and it creaks and it moans. As this is not opened in thousands of years.
Me too, door. Me too.
We all relate to the door.
Yep. The badge is just gonna go get back on the dragon.
The main area with the console is just a large area, kind of on the back of the dragon as the ribs are over you.
Does it give like a view of the outside? Is it like a
Yes.
bubble on top? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Luna, you're the only one who can read these instructions, so I guess if everybody's ready, take us up.
Luna just kind of takes over and follows the instructions, like not really even paying much attention to anybody else in the room, just fully engulfed in making the dragon fly.
Straight up Top Gun.
Yep.
So
Lucas is going to find a nice corner to sit in and just recover.
said you're flying to Pyrite first, correct?
We may need to
Yep.
grab the cart first, but
Yeah,
yes.
we need to actually stop out and let Jack know that, we went in successfully, and
I think it'd be funnier not to tell him, but we probably should let him know.
It'd also be funny if we let him know and then just didn't, but you're not allowed on the thing. It's our thing
Yes,
now.
that is the rules. We don't let him on because he'll somehow manage to break something.
As you all land in front of him, of course, you can see this sparkle in his eye of excitement. Hecthel is standing with him, equally childlike. They have
No.
They have left the cart basically alone. They have not touched it. They have not messed with it. It is sitting exactly as it was because they were not sure about what this was. Jeff, the Sharkhound puppy, is still holding his knife proudly.
Excellent.
Yep.
And Jack is just. Where did y'all find this? What is it? Is this
Inside.
Yeah.
He looks over to Hecthel. Is this what you were telling me about? Yes, Jack. This is the mech dragon.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff for you to check out in there. I'm pretty sure we killed all the defenses.
Yeah, you guys just stay over there because I lay claim.
Yeah. Badge is gonna wander past, hook up Bertle to the cart, wheel the cart inside. He's ready to he's got one of his water skins ready to squirt Jack if he tries to run up behind him. No,
You can see the temptation in his face of just let me on. Where are y'all going now?
I don't know.
And then we just close the door.
To the horizon.
Probably Pyrite.
Never ending.
Maybe.
Tell them that.
You kind
Our
of
mech
hear
dragon
him outside the
isn't
door.
subtle. He's just gonna
I'm
see us
just-
fly
can-
off in a
can-
direction.
Can I join?
We don't know what's
Oh
dangerous
no, we
on
need to
this
put that
yet.
to a group vote. No.
Stop being greedy, Jack. We gave you a whole super important. I'm pretty sure they ate a god in there, so I think that might be more in line with you discovering stuff.
Jack, I
Uh-huh.
understand this is interesting and all, but we also don't know how this thing's gonna potentially nearly kill us in the next 30 minutes.
All right.
When we find out how to keep it from killing us all, then we can have you take a look around.
I will warn you, there's some weird noises coming from the north. So just be careful, y'all.
Was that from Gresh's death? Because we kind of killed Gresh.
I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever heard these types of sounds before.
Well,
Eat.
just par for the course. for us, really. It's
As you do fly off, leaving Jack and Heckel there just kind of like awestruck at the mech dragon. You said you're headed to Pyrite, right?
Yeah.
that would be Badge's with. He's so fed up with this
Quickly.
freaking cart.
You
I
did-
mean, technically the cart goes to Granite.
Oh, goes to
Oh,
Granite?
to Granite? Okay, then that's where we're going.
I mean, I was thinking Pyrite because it's right here.
Mm.
No, we got time. You know, we can just sit down, relax for a minute, and stop the terrible feelings that some of us have deep inside of us because of things that happened in the place that we can't explain. Not because we don't want to, but because we can't.
Do they have therapists in Granite? Is that
Would you like? a
No,
rock
I
to
just feel
talk to?
really sick, and I'd like to stop feeling like I'm going to lose large amounts of blood.
Does Rye just hands him water?
Yeah, that would be good.
This is not something that talking to a rock can fix.
So, yeah, let's do literally anything else for a little bit. Just, just relax, sit down, and hopefully the world will stop spinning.
Do you
Hmm.
have time as Luna is able to basically put this on like autopilot?
I would prefer it to keep spinning.
all right? Well, let's try a greater restoration on Lucas. See if that helps at all. Boop.
Does it?
It actually does.
Oh, thank the gods.
But I do. I heal things and I summon Big Steve, and then let Big Steve do the work.
Things are coming up, Lucas, are they? No.
Well, they're not coming up anymore. That's why I did the spell.
That's the key point. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Roughly about Granite. We like to see it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't take all that long for you guys to get to Granite to drop off the cart. When you do, though, one of the guards rushed to you, asking if you'd heard the news.
What news?
Oh, don't ask. We'll get involved.
What
We've
news?
engaged with the quest giver.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
No, it's all right. It's
It's
all right.
okay.
It was some way or another we were gonna have to deal with this. So, no, good sir, please tell us the news.
Is it the
Raskin was
word?
attacked.
Raskin was
Raskin?
attacked.
Which one is Raskin? Was that the one we passed through that was
The
already
Baron.
destroyed?
Baron
The
Town.
Baron.
Oh, that was
The
Baron.
Bloodberry Baron Town.
Yeah, that one right here.
Remember the ball? The masks?
Oh,
Attacked?
No, this was before my time.
It was before
Record.
your time.
Huh?
Record's been taken over.
by
Bye.
what?
That's a problem.
By who?
Does
Okay.
it have anything to do with these strange posters we found? It
What?
just shows a picture of like Dancing King with his wolf companion.
No. He pulls out a pink, glittery flag.
Ah,
God, I'm gonna throw this
Hylandria.
child
Gotcha.
into the sun.
If anyone is paying attention, Desrai tenses.
Mm-hmm.
Do
She's
you
not usually tense.
do you know this kid?
Yeah, I know the kid.
Tell.
Well-
Please tell.
Is that
She's-
knowledge going to make things more difficult or less difficult? Great.
At
It's the
this
sound.
point,
What's the sound?
information would be great.
Personal side quest. We gotta go.
I'll tell you guys when we're not in other company.
All right. So let's see. Deliver this wagon. Okay, so
Would you sign here?
yeah. Sign here for
Um,
this wagon full of furniture from Mr. Wizardly.
Nope, 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 nope.
All right, well,
Look,
this is
may
yours.
may I tell you a very important lesson, which is that the knife in the The knife that's close by, and Lucas just kind of walks over, just flipping a knife in his hand very casually, is much more terrifying than the knife further away. So,
terrifying though.
yes, I know,
No.
but you know, sort
But
of.
this package is for you guys. It's a gift.
He takes it, looks at where it's supposed to go.
All right, goodbye.
Sign it right there, dotted line.
He does, but the signature is so sad.
Fantastic! And then he just takes the paper. And
Wait, were we
leaves.
actually told where we're supposed to go? Because my notes just say deliver this furniture to Granite.
It has a tag on who to go to, but
Tell you what, you make sure this gets where it needs to go and don't touch the furniture. Just make sure it gets to that place, and we'll go investigate this pink tyrant.
all right. Just there. Okay. As he takes it in, defeated.
Good.
Welcome
To the club.
For Kylandria.
Glad to
But
be rid
I
of
thought
that.
we were going to Rascom to see the
We were
army
going to
first.
Rascom.
Oh, you have to
to-
go to Rascom?
I mean,
Yeah,
at least see where this
you know,
army is.
personal
Maybe
side quest.
Army issue first.
Okay.
We at least want to take a look and see if Rascom's still there, if it was also like taken over, if it's in the middle of a battle, what's going on there?
It is in the middle.
It's
a
about
battle?
to be
Of a
story
battle.
time.
There are you can see the military force there.
Oh, okay. Luna, can you make this thing pick up a really big rock and then drop it on what looks like the command tent for these forces?
Let me share this with you. Give me 5 seconds. So that
I
you
was about
guys
to
have.
say, can Luna actually do what happened in the?
You can actually do what it says in the thingy.
Lucas?
Shared with Sans. That's not what I wanted.
What, Lucas? What have I done?
You wouldn't happen to be potentially military, would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
What
Why?
is your take of the situation?
Okay, now you all have the Mech Dragon sheet.
Well,
Where?
looking down,
Oh.
using my understanding. Is there anything on the Mech Dragon sheet?
No,
Nope.
Cool.
What?
It's complete. It
Did you
says
put
Mech
it in
Dragon
GM
sheet,
notes?
it's empty.
and it's empty.
It's okay.
Did you put it in notes or GM notes?
5 seconds.
It's okay.
Now?
Coming in, loading.
Yeah, I
access.
see it.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Using Lucas's knowledge of warfare and tactics. What's the best way to destabilize the army so that it looks like we did little but actually did quite a lot? Sorry, let me rephrase. I would like to decimate the army in such a way that it seems like the troops that are there already fighting this army can just come in and finish them off. Like some random third party got involved for no reason, blew a hole through a large portion of it, and then they just go, "Oh, the tide's turned in our favor, boys! Yeah!" You know, one of those things.
You want to fire the laser cannon.
Pretty much.
Luna wants to fire the laser cannon.
I'm
Okay.
a firing laser.
On the way,
Guys-
do we want story time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. Go
yeah.
story time. Let's go.
Which one? What? I missed that.
Des is going to tell us about how she knows the childlike empress, because that's all I'm going to call
Yes. And we should probably destroy the thing while that story's happening. Lucas is paying attention. He's just also flipping
Well,
switches and firing the laser
We
cannon.
have a
in the
couple
right
hours
place.
till we get
It's-
to the army.
her. Yeah, it's going to take us some
Uh,
time to get from Granite to Rascom. So
Ah,
Well, not
right.
only that, Luna will smack his hands if he tries.
This is the button that says fire.
It does not.
Yes, it doesn't. I don't care if it is what it says. It clearly is the button that fires the laser. Is it not?
You will not touch that button. It's mine
So it is
to
the
touch.
Button that presses the laser. Okay,
I
just
never said
I
that.
just wanted to know which button it is.
You will not touch the button.
I don't want to touch the button. I let other people touch the button. It's just good to know which button needs to be pressed.
Button is my button. You leave it alone.
It's fine. It's your button.
Yes,
So
please
that argument's
tell us
happening in the background.
your story so they stop. And also because I really want to know.
My parents and I used to work for the old king and queen of Kylandria. Suddenly, this child shows up. The king and queen go missing, randomly, mysteriously. And apparently she rules now.
And nobody put her in timeout or anything? That's
The king and queen are missing, is what you said? Lucas is writing down notes.
She decided to essentially clear house. I watched my parents die. I was forced to watch my parents die. And then I did. I didn't always look like this. She is the reason I am what I am now. She's not just an annoying brat child, she's a monster.
Yes.
Well,
just as a look into Lucas's notebook, as it says, king and queen clearly dead.
Yeah.
okay, so first off, I am terribly sorry about what happened to your parents.
That is unfortunate.
How can you tell us how everybody was just okay with her being in charge? Like, did she show up with her own guard, or
Power. It's always power.
probably not?
I don't mean
actually
to
a kid.
be the reigning of the parade of what is unpleasant, but it's just
Power.
overwhelming power is overwhelming. There's no real way around it. People will bow to it faster than they will. And in the face of deep, horrible power, you will always succumb. Sorry, that's just...
The only reason I'm here and alive is because of Fatalia.
Remind me of the gods of this realm. That's the justice, vengeance,
Death.
death. Fantastic. And he just puts that in his little book of gods. As, be nice to or be mean to? Question mark.
Well, at least she returned you as a gorgeous, badass warrior. I mean, could have been a lot worse. I'm not trying to mitigate your experiences, but
No.
I'm also bad at comforting people. Big shock, I know. How likely is it that we could just Dragon Duke her from orbit?
Considering she took over an entire kingdom?
More difficult than easy.
She probably wouldn't even recognize me now.
Probably not.
Would she have recognized you even if you looked the same?
Yeah. She watched. She watched as I watched my parents die. She watched me as I died.
I understand. I mean more... Was that something that actually registered to her on an emotional level, or was it just another Tuesday for her?
That's a good question. I think it was just another Tuesday.
She probably wouldn't remember you then.
Either way, doesn't really matter. You're entirely different, and she wants to talk to us. So first we're going to quack up her operations here, and then we'll go and talk to her as though we didn't just nuke her command.
Yeah.
Something's getting lasered before we go.
Yes.
Not to be the one to point out an opportunity, would it be possible for us to get information from her command?
Well, since you all said that you wanted to blast a giant hole in it.
Well, it depends on whether or not Luna's decided that's the best course of action at the moment, considering she's the only one that can read the instructions.
Yeah. Luna may not even tell us that she's going to nuke. But the badges does point out what obviously looks like the command tent. like usually in these situations, you murder the leadership and everybody else just mills around, and then
Lucas will then also point out that that might not be the command tent. It's likely the one a couple next to it.
well,
Only this is Lucas's experience as general and kingdom from kingdoms beyond the realms here.
are they within 240-foot line of each other? The two tents.
It would make sense to blast both of them, yeah. I mean, everything's in a line as long as you can keep them in.
Because I'll just say this: it might make things more difficult for us when we go talk to her, but we went through a lot to get Rascom into a better position than it was, and I don't want to be the hero of anything
known
again.
for your
but-
mercy to people that are incredibly cruel and unpleasant?
No,
Then I don't think we need to worry about that being a problem for us anyways.
that's fair.
Get rid of
Luna,
them.
if you in your infinite wisdom would be so kind as to flip the switch.
She pushes the button.
You watch as 50, I want to say 50%, a little over 50% of the army is destroyed. Rascom is saved. Again.
Let's get out of here before we get credit.
Yep.
Badge is gonna roll out a banner, "Eat it, McBadges," before they go.
It's just flying behind like one of those planes, but
Yeah.
It's just going to
This
be
thing
there
isn't cheap
forever
to
now.
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the side, it also says Lucas's Discount General Workshop Emporium. And you might think general is in like regular stuff, right? No, general is in military. He's insane. I'm kidding. I'm not painting that on the side of a dragon. That would look silly.
Are you guys staying any longer? in
No.
And
I
you're
don't-
not
Need
having
to?
a conversation, right?
Do we have to?
I don't think so.
You don't have to.
Good.
To
then we're not.
Kylandria.
Yeah, let's go to Calandria.
Can we check Breckert to make sure it's
Oh, yeah.
see how it is first? Because we were told it was taken over.
Yeah, let's go look at Breckert.
Record. Where two of you actually don't know about Record at all. This place was essentially built out of ice originally. Now it is covered in pink sparkles with a large unicorn with a bee banner hanging outside of it.
It seems like the work of Butt Stallion. Borderlands.
Butt Stallion would do no such thing. Butt Stallion has class instead of this place.
How dare you!
How dare you defile Butt Stallion in this way?
Yeah.
Butt Stallion is only for butt stuff.
It is
You're telling me this is all farts?
taken over.
All hail Queen Butt Stallion.
It is completely converted from Kylandria, or by Kylandria.
It doesn't look like we can really do anything about this, does it? There's no like clear command
Not at the
tent. The
moment,
army's
no.
inside.
The only way we can deal with this is by dealing with her.
Which I'm fine with, because this is where the cryo peep dons and such is, right?
Huh?
Is Breckert the cryodon place?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. These guys were kind of quack holes anyway, so they can suffer under pink glitter for a while until we figure this out.
I'm mildly concerned for Encino.
I'm not
This
familiar
was
with
where
this
he
term
disappeared
quack
last time.
holes. Rectum crevices? Is that what you mean?
That's a term for it.
Fantastic.
Pretty much they're racist against anyone who's not a cryodon.
So most of them. Most everyone.
Pretty much everyone except them. Yeah.
Should we get supplies before we take a journey into what could potentially be enemy territory for an extended period of time?
I mean, that might be a good idea.
Probably not a bad call, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not here, obviously, but
How about
Let's go shopping.
Where? Where are you going?
I'm
let's
fine
go
without getting
to.
anything, but if
No,
you
let's
guys
go to
need
Rascom, but like we'll hide as opposed to like actually make
We
it well
have
known
an
that we're
entire
there.
Met Dragon. Hiding is
So
not
like
an
we'll
option,
just like
Lucas.
hide behind a hill, and then we'll just walk over and go, "Hey, whoa, what happened here?"
We are literally
see the
heroes.
fruits of our labor without having to be the heroes of that place.
I don't think we really have a choice but to go back to Rascom because the place with the spiders still is
Gone.
probably gone.
Rebuilding.
And
I don't
I'm not
remember-
allowed anywhere near that tree place.
No, you're not.
Did we actually
They're
do anything in
not
Brushwick?
Anyway.
Brushwick?
Was that the place with the spas, the mud treatment and
Yes.
everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Oh,
we're
then that
pretty
might be a
close
good
with
place.
them. We could probably go there, and
Yeah,
I know they
let's
don't
go
have a ton
there.
of resources.
I'll stay in the dragon.
I will keep you company. I'll just ask.
I mean, they
I'll
have
give
lovely
you-
spas. Really good.
I'll give you a
Lucas.
small list.
The demons are good. They're friends.
And it's a lot of demons here.
Am I what? Why
It's a
is
demon
that
town.
And I should care because
Don't need.
You seem like you have a complicated relationship.
I
with
don't
a
know
lot
your
of
relationship
things.
with entities.
no more just deities. Everything else is fine.
Oh, beautiful.
Either way,
I mean, you're a demon. You're against God. I'm against God. We get along really great. It's all awesome. Anyways,
all right. Des, do you need anything specific while we're here? Since you're not getting
Not
off
that I
the...
can think of.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
I'm just gonna hand Badges a list.
Des will take the list, and while we're here, we can stop in and talk to what's her name about. We have been trying to tell people about the spas and encourage tourism here, especially now that the earthquakes have stopped.
Okay. So you three are. Badges is going shopping and talking to Annie. Boulder, what are you doing?
I'm also going to talk to. Oh, do I go mess with the temple again? I don't have any need. I don't have any need to go to the temple, especially during the day. So I'd probably just go with Badges.
Right.
All
And is
right.
Luna going, or is Luna loath to move away from the controls to her dragon?
Luna does not want to move from the controls of the dragon.
Well,
Luna,
Besides
Lucas-
that, I know there's nothing I can really do anyway.
if you can find a way to secure or lock down the dragon, in case all of us need to leave for some reason, like meeting with a dignitary.
Luna can study up on how to do all the stuff besides fire the laser and fly the dragon. I'm sure there's nifty things it can do.
Okay.
Okay, Luna, I'm gonna have you do a roll.
Okay.
Badges
want
and
me to roll?
Boulder, I'm gonna give you guys time to get into town. Lucas and Desraya, do you guys talk?
Lucas is going to ask if she wants tea to start with. Would one start a conversation with tea, because tea is a good thing to start conversations with. And Lucas is rambling because he doesn't really know what to do, and he's always awkward when people mention their own traumas, and then he goes, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say about this. And just is rambling until someone eventually stops him from talking. Someone, please, oh God, stop me from talking. This is what I'm
That'd be
clearly
nice.
doing. Thank you.
She's like, oh God, he's rambling. Oh no. He would be great.
Excellent. I'll just surprise you.
I'm not very picky.
Lucas does come back with tea and just kind of he opens the floor for conversation to begin. He's not entirely certain what to talk about. He knows that Lucas does actually start with, I know bringing up your own traumas can be a difficult situation to do, and I just want to say I'm proud of you for doing so. I'm not great with the whole emotional thing. I'm actually
That's
missing
okay.
things. And yeah, no, if there's anything you want to talk about, there are any questions you want me to answer, anything you need to get off your chest, anything you want to get onto your shoulders and add to the weight of the crushing world that is responsibility for the things that you're doing, it's all good. Otherwise, we can just sit here and drink tea quietly.
I'd be curious to know more about you if you're willing to share.
That is a long and storied topic. What would
I
you
think
like
we
to
have a
know
bit of
first?
time. What are you willing to share?
Anything. And most everything.
Were
To be
you always
truthful.
like this?
No. No, Lucas takes off. Like, most of the armor just kind of seems to, like, shift and recede and turn all into just one arm and a set of simple trousers, and kind of like what a modern day person would refer to as a tank top. So he's not bare chested in the middle of everywhere. I started out as a very regular child, or as regular as a child who is prince can be, but as regular as one can be. Eventually, at one point, I was pushed down the stairs by a brother who was older than me, but not further ahead in succession. I was considered next in line. He was considered less that. And I got pushed down the stairs, and I lost a large portion of control. And he just shows the massive scars across his head. I lost the ability to feel the way most people feel. And when I was finally healthy enough, I cut my brother down at the knees. Now he rolls around everywhere, if he's still alive. At one point, I didn't heal the way I should have. I heard a voice, a god from a place not here, but one of my gods. It spoke to me and brought me back. And for years I worked under his service. Until at one point I realized that his was not the service meant to be kept. And I left. And I broke my oath to him, becoming oathless. And I swore vengeance upon most gods. It's not... From there, I met a group of people that were nice on the surface, and then very much not so in reality. But yeah. And I lost an arm. Some events happened. I found my family's armor, and it chose me. I can't remove it. It's stuck on. But it also gave me back my arm. And just kind of flourishes his hands with the clear chitinous clacking of plates moving together and trying to stay steady. I learned a great many things about myself. And eventually became this. Somewhere along the way, I moved to another place and another place. Just kept hopping between places, looking for the rest of me. And it seems I've found myself now here. Where they are very... The gods in this world are strange.
Yeah.
And the one that seems to have found itself with me is stranger.
In your sword?
No.
No?
No, he's... And he holds his sword, kind of looking at it for a moment. Kind of standard, as far as I've seen. I mean, edgy, but who isn't? No, this
Just
one
get
doesn't
rude.
have a name. I think it's like me, and that's why it came to me. Voidling.
I see.
There is a thing with the sword, though. And he kind of lets go of it, and it stands perfectly upright, balanced on the tip of the blade. It's not exactly meant to be held by other people. And when they do, if you'd like, and I will apologize in advance, but if you'd like, you can try to lift it.
She's gonna try.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Bet.
Don't take +5.
Hmm?
Do not take +5.
That's fine. It's a dirty 20.
Yep. You still feel agony and suffering and pain.
That's familiar to her.
Yeah. A little more in quantities, and it would be because of that familiarity that it does not overwhelm you.
As she's feeling this,
what you also feel, Des, is that same anger and vengeance as well.
as this is happening, the scar around her neck becomes a bit more visible, as there's that slight strain from the agony.
Lucas will very gently take the sword back and place it down.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's called redemption. It's part of the reason I'm this. And he closes his eyes for a second, opens them again, and you see deep black pools of nothing. The scars that were apparent on his skin darken and become more like these shattered pieces of glass, it looks like.
The way
like
she
the entirety of him is destroyed. He's not surprised that it doesn't change. You were a person that came back from the dead.
Yeah. She looks
But
just more like interested. She's learning about a friend.
And so
After dumping all of that trauma, it's nice to kind of learn more about someone else.
Lucas closes his eyes, and the sharded nature of his scars turn back to regular-looking scars, and the eyes are red, but they're not the same black pools of nothing. I thought it fair that someone who was willing to share something that was difficult for them learn something from someone else that is difficult from them as well.
Thank you for sharing.
The key point of this, and Lucas stands up and walks over and puts a hand on her shoulder, is that you are not alone.
Neither are you.
It's hard to remember that sometimes.
Well, if you need me to, I'll remind you often. You are not alone.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
Copyright. Hold for demonetization.
You know, I thought I was muted when I did that. I did not actually mean to interrupt this this scene with that. I was just expecting to, kind of mouth it in the background. So, my B.
Yeah.
And
But Lucas does stand up, smile, and then something seems to catch his attention. He walks over to a small barracks room of his own. And even though he left the sword there, you kind of hear, you see the sword, not as much. It suddenly just kind of picks up and walks up behind him and follows him the rest of the way to the room.
Fascinating.
And then there's a quick, you weren't supposed to do that. I wanted to be alone. Okay, well, I guess so.
May I ask where you're from?
I was from a place called Faerun, but before that I was from a place called Artemisia. And before that, the thing I am was known to some as a primordial. And then the door shuts behind him.
I can
Cutting
speak
to-
primordial.
Cutting to badges and Boulder.
So
You guys are getting everything on your list.
Yeah.
There's
nice
not
little
worry about
shopping
that.
trip.
There are large drams of blood that are listed on the list, but it's a demon town.
Yeah, we can probably find blood somewhere. That's fine.
You have to go to Aberth's temple for that, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll get it. Ah, you know, it's a nice day to not be a tortured soul.
I mean,
Hey.
everybody, all the souls here are perfectly fine. I'm not just talking about torture.
Oh, you know, it's just good to have perspective, is all I'm saying. So,
I'm sure it's good to have perception as well.
so we'll get stuff on the list and go talk to Annie. See how things have been going. Does the place look like it's a little busier?
It's better than it was.
Good.
At
good.
least a little bit.
Considering it was at 0, anything over 0 is an improvement.
Yeah. There are more people milling about. You see more like people in the shops talking as you do go to Annie's small hut. I can't remember his name now.
I know the issue with the dragon is now we can go anywhere. And at any point, basically any part of the book.
Yeah, and I have to remember names.
This
and-
is the
yeah.
Glabrezu.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name either. I remember he
Yeah.
was a Glabrezu, but I can't remember his
Same.
name.
Is kind of just they're relaxing together.
Oh, okay.
Talking. As she sees you, she waves you in. Welcome! You all must be doing such hard work. We've had so many patrons recently. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we've tried to spread the word, and we figured out what was causing the earthquakes, and that's dealt with. So,
Funny enough, dealing with the earthquakes also fixed one of the trade routes that
Yeah.
goes through here.
Interesting. All right.
Alchemist Quarry was an issue, all right?
yeah.
Turns out if you have a town that only let people in and not out, it's hard to have a trade route through it.
And that was the stories we were hearing. I'm glad that you all have returned.
Yeah, we're glad too. Yeah, it was the ruler of Alchemist Quarry, Quinoa. That's how I refer to her. I refuse to use her actual name. Was welcoming people in, forcing them to be spliced, cutting off one of their hands and keeping it to control them. And did you know there was a dire Tarask under the city? Because we know.
She kind of
We found
turns
out.
away from you all and smiles. Aberth knows all.
Ah. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so you knew about the dire Tarask. So anyway, that's gone. Gresha's dead.
Yeah.
She trapped Mr. Wizardly for a little while and tried to make him turn her into a gold dragon, and that turned into a whole thing.
So you all truly are the heroes of the
No,
Bellow
no,
and
no, no, no,
Reluctantly.
no.
Because it's a title that's followed us that we don't necessarily agree with.
I have been following along. Aberth does enjoy talking.
And now the Bellingwelds are being invaded by that pink sparkly kingdom.
Yeah, we have had to begin preparing for protection here.
Yeah, she wants to talk to
And
us. So
she holds up a pink sparkling letter. We have been told that we're next.
we'll try not to let that happen.
The offensive in Raskim was put down.
Interesting. All right, thank you. May I ask why you are all here?
We needed supplies before we go.
Before we go to Kylandria and deal with the weed directly.
Interesting. All right.
We will likely need his protection in lands we're heading towards.
As you know, you already have it. You all do. Aberth does enjoy watching you, after all.
Wait, is Aberth like watching us regularly?
Of course. Why wouldn't he be? Aberth watches all.
Does he? I didn't know. I don't know what he does.
Aberth watches and does not. He cares and does not. He agrees and does not.
Oh God, I think I dated someone like Aberth. That was.
He's probably a wizard. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. But otherwise, yeah, since we were in the area, we figured we'd stop, get supplies, see how things were doing, if tourism was picking up. I'm still not entirely certain what's going on with where's that place? The place where was it Brushwick? The place with the giant treants. I'm bad at remembering.
Glenshire?
Glenshire.
We're in Brushwick.
We're in Brushwick. That's
You're
it.
in-
Yeah. Glenshire. There was a whole uprising in Glenshire. Somebody was trying to overthrow the Grand Druid, but we quashed that.
You all
Well,
truly have had an incredible experience.
We actually spent a month in one place.
yeah, that was
Interesting.
crazy.
That was after the Terrace, because let's not
Oh.
immediately run out of a town that was crushed to ruin.
Mm-hmm.
May I request of you all to please stop? As she holds it up, opens it. Queen Bouclair.
Don't worry, she will be stopped.
Okay.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
No, a voice from beyond. What?
Yeah, we have a summons of our own.
Yeah. She wants to talk to us. I think she was kind of annoyed that we went to see Gresh first, and then we went other places before seeing her. But you know what? Now we have a giant mecha dragon to fly around in, so I think we're still ahead of the curve on that one.
All right, just
Have you any word of Kylandria?
all I know is this letter. This
Yeah, I think you need to remove curse to get that glitter off.
There's no amount of magic that will get that glitter gone.
Raid craft herpes are forever.
So are feathers.
I will wish you all luck then on your way. I do need to prepare the town and spend some time with Aberth in hopes of protecting us.
Well, hopefully it won't come to that. Like we said, Rascom's offensive was pretty much shattered, so they're probably going to need to regroup and need more time. Breckert, though, Breckert has been entirely overrun. It's wall-to-wall pink and sparkly.
She's gonna do this. She takes your hand badges, and you see her get quiet, and you can feel there's some sort of magic that she's doing.
It's just, yes, I know my love line is about half an inch long. That's we don't need to go over that. That's
No,
Thought that was your patience line.
they're closely tied together.
I am giving you a blessing from Aberth to protect you all in your coming trials.
Well, I'll take anything I can get. I still have no idea how a friggin' 9-year-old or however old she is managed to take over a kingdom, but I'm imagining it's some sort of hypnosis or mind control magic. Because why wouldn't there be more mind control magic?
Interestingly enough, Badges, this may be the first magic that we're really seeing other than Four Claimers.
That's fair.
In this town.
In this town.
I wish you all luck. I do need to prepare.
Yep, nope.
And
luck.
should you need anything, try to let us know.
I absolutely will. Thank you, Boulder. As she scurries off.
It's Badges, like, chopped liver in this conversation?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You know, I'm trying to keep it subtle, but alright, fine.
Patches is definitely
is
gonna
not.
side-eye Boulder at that. Something you're not telling me? My pod-obsessed friend?
There's many things I haven't told you.
That's fair. Well, you know, if you want to tell me, great. If not, I try not to pry. So that's as much as I get.
I hazard a guess that Kylandria, there's going to be some conversations.
Yeah, I figured we'd have to talk before we unleash Dragon Beams of Doom.
Probably not.
Does
Unleashing
Rye
Dragon.
Beams of Doom?
We should probably talk first before we Beams of Doom, just to make sure nobody's potentially innocent inside.
Cutting to Luna. So Boulder and Badges can come back. Luna, you've had some time alone to think, to get more acquainted to the console. And that feeling in the back of your head still hasn't gone away yet. The one that wants you to, you know, cause a little bit more chaos. You know, do something naughty, as this voice is kind of urging you to cause a bit of a problem.
What is it that you wanted me to roll earlier, though?
Oh, that was me being like, should I fire again? Do you need me to fire the laser cannon again? Because I couldn't tell if you were in control of it.
No, she took a moment, and she's not gonna fire it just yet. But she does have that feeling that she wants to cause chaos. She's definitely gonna slowly look around all the console and think about its power source as well. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Let's see.
I mean, if you took off early, it would be kind of funny.
Well, she's thinking of it too, but then she still has the other two already with her.
Yep. And then it gives you another thought of, well, we can just destroy them all.
This as she's looking at the village where Boulder
and Badges are at.
Badges are at.
Roll me a wisdom savings throw.
Got it. As I'm looking at the information for the mech dragon, of course.
Yep.
You know that's what I was doing.
Oh, I knew it. I was like, yep.
Am I able to cast Bless?
13.
Okay. So this feeling of just destroy them all, just destroy them all, just destroy them all. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. And you realize, wait, no. Boulder's in there. Badges. No. Why would you be thinking about that?
At this point, does she see Badges and Boulder coming back to the dragon?
Yeah. You can see them. They're kind of what wakes you up out of this thought process.
Her hand is like inches. I mean, like literally inches from that button, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do I wanna? She moves her hand away from the laser cannon
Mm-hmm.
and instead hits the electromagnetic pulse.
I gotta relook at how to do this one.
All creatures and structures in a 60-foot radius sphere centered on the dragon must make a DC 24 Constitution saving throw, taking 78 force damage on a failed saving throw, or half as much on a successful one. Constructs
Roll me
have
a DC
disadvantage.
con save. Everyone. Lucas
Including
and Des
me.
included. And Luna.
I just rolled me the 12d12.
Well, are they in the dragon? I didn't think it actually.
I wouldn't think the dragon would attack itself.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
the
I think it's
Oh,
60
no,
feet
no.
outside of the dragon. So
Oh, yeah,
Lucas
you're
and
right.
Des are, and Luna
Lucas
are all
and Des
inside.
are both safe.
That would have been a 25.
Okay.
So
My con is good, so I probably would have done good
24.
also.
Yeah.
Where is it? Here we go.
Town.
I would have just made the save.
Oh, I would have saved, no problem.
Okay.
Ow.
12d12. That's 1 and 2. 80 points. 81 points of damage.
Still alive, but not happy.
not thrilled about that.
Ow!
And Boulder. Con save.
I literally can't pass.
Oh. Then
Unless you get a
So-
nat
take
20. Wouldn't
81.
it?
I mean, we can roll for the nat 20.
Let's see.
Yeah, for a 14.
Yeah. Neither of you save. And take the full 81 points of damage. Lucas and Des, you feel a shaking from wherever you are. And hear the moans of Badges and Boulder right outside.
Luna, what
Luckily
just
enough,
happened?
The town is safe. Some glass is broken. You can see minor damage, like a low-level earthquake.
Fully suited up.
And what you would
Lucas
have
is-
heard, because the way that I see this in my head is the dragon effectively roars
Mhm.
and causes the shaking.
Well, that was not a great.
24, 5, 29.
Well, we get
Well-
26 back. Both Boulder and Badges. Badges is like, oh, Christ. Zerk.
Yeah, Lucas is there healing.
I'm doing math.
Dragon is
Who
down
wants
2 rounds.
65?
What, 8 plus 32, that's 37 to heal.
What are you doing, Luna?
I was rolling for how long the dragon's gonna be down. 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's not long. This is an easy fix for you to like basically get it back up to working.
Badges is gonna get himself back up to to full, and then I
How's
guess
Boulder
Lucas
looking?
or Boulder, yeah.
Boulder is propped up, but fine.
I'm gonna give you 10 lay on hands.
I will take 10 lay on hands.
Would you like the rest of it healed up as well? I have 65 I can play around with.
I mean, we're about to go fly to Kylandria. I think we're going to have a long rest. Is the reason I'm not too worried about it.
No, you guys have 3 days.
Yeah,
3
we're gonna get
days.
a long
Yeah,
rest.
Even with flying. Badges is first of all going to be really happy that he left Bertle on the ship. And second, then he is going to storm into the dragon, straight up to the command center, still smoking from his hair and clothing. You know what hair he has, just straight up, just Luna. Why did you set off an electromagnetic pulse when we were just about to get onto the dragon?
I can.
Do you want to kill us? Is that, like, have I angered you in some way that would make you want to kill Boulder and I? Because that brought us both very close to a quite painful death.
You live.
Yeah, to get supplies. I brought you cookies.
Cookie.
Okay. This is a bad time.
Why? Was there any reason besides because I can that you did that? Was there anybody sneaking up? Anything?
'Cause I can. 'Twas best.
Why was that
No.
best?
Best for what?
Now dragon is ready to go. Ready?
Yeah,
You're absolutely ready to fly.
let's get to Kylandria.
She's the only one that can fly this.
Yeah, well, she's as soon as she says the word ready, she actually just go ahead and she it makes it take off. She doesn't even wait for anybody to respond that they're ready.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Oh, yes.
I thought I was gonna be the one that did it, but no.
You guys have time while you are flying. Any conversations?
Kind of. As soon as it looks like Luna has set them on autopilot, I need Luna to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 18, to avoid being polymorphed into a puppy. Nope. Badges are just like, oh, we're autopilot? Bloop. Pick her up by the scruff, carry over, put her in a little box, labeled the timeout box.
How long is polymorph?
Concentration for up to an hour.
Can you? Oh,
What
Can you
just happened,
cast
Luna?
magic in?
I don't
know
think
if you're
you
a
can
different
track
form?
magic.
No.
It
She's
can't
rolling
speak,
the
cast spell.
curse.
Oh, what
Oh.
curse? Why
oh,
is she
because you
curse?
touched Luna. No,
I've
polymorph
not
doesn't
touched
touch.
Luna before.
Oh, you've
And
No, no,
touched
no,
Luna?
no, 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 no. It's not that. She's trying to turn herself back.
Yeah, you
She
can't
can't
access
cast-
magic when
she
you're polymorphed,
She can't
can't
speak or
you?
cast spells of any sort.
No. Unfortunately, no.
It's in the description
Ah.
of polymorph, so there's no. That's why
Oh, yeah.
Badges did it. He's like, you're gonna sit and think about what you did for an hour in the timeout box. You almost killed us. I've trusted you, supported you, and cared for you for all this time for you to almost kill us because it was best. I'm worried about you, Luna. Actually, while Luna's in there, we're also going to do we're going to try at least another greater restoration to see if Luna is cursed or charmed or influenced or anything like that.
I actually don't know what. I guess
I'm gonna cast. Oh no, because she's a puppy right now. I have Zone of Truth.
I mean, do we have to do with animals?
No, I'm a
Luna
paladin,
does.
not a druid.
I speak primordial. I can yell at her in terrifying deep speech.
Both of us could.
Hey, hold on. I have tongues. I'm sorry. I have tongues.
I can remove any charm effect, any curse, including a target's attunement to a cursed magical item. Reduction.
What about message?
No,
No
you
spell.
can cast no spells whatsoever in this time.
Not even cantrips.
I'm gonna look at Luna and go, never do that again, please. And can I roll intimidation to really set that in?
Don't intimidate a puppy. I was just trying to make her not.
Luna's in there.
Luna is
My
in
gosh.
there a bit. Is this an effect that badges can remove with greater restoration?
We don't know that one.
A greater restoration, I can remove any charm effect or petrification.
You remove a flaw?
One curse. It can't just be you gain a flaw. It has to be a charm or some sort of magical.
Considering it has a few days that it's going to be lasting, it's definitely some kind of charm or curse.
Okay, I'm going to call it a charm then.
Okay, then Badges is nuking it. He's gonna be like, well, she was under a charm of some sort, I imagine, from that horrible place we just came from. So you're still sitting in the timeout box for the full hour, young lady. But afterwards we can talk, and if you're sorry, you can have a cookie.
Yeah, I think you're being a little lenient, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Can I roll intimidation?
Sure.
While saying, never do that again, please.
Please is too nice.
Des
really
is
let
doing
that
it.
sink. Never do that again.
Yeah.
Never do that again.
All right, Luna, you get to say it then. Does when the roll comes up, does it work?
What would I roll to avoid?
I would think it'd also just be up to you with how
does Luna
how you think it'd be
trying to be intimidated?
Well, let's what did
27.
What did you roll? Okay, damn.
Oh gosh. All right.
Yeah. The image in my head of just this giant tiefling warrior just stacked, and this tiny little.
You're gonna insight Des to see if she's being serious about the intimidation.
She's upset.
I got 21.
And what did you get, Des?
She's not
27.
She's not 100% taking the intimidation, but
you can tell Des is upset.
Yeah, I mean that much I can definitely say for sure. She's not gonna 100% take it, but she is just going to turn her head and look away, like.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Little husky puppy just.
It's the whining.
It's an adorable image in my head. I am not gonna lie.
I know,
it's
right?
cute.
But while that's happening, Badges is gonna sit down and grab a comb or brush and start getting all the burnt hair.
Okay.
Once she returns back to normal, she'll use her prestidigitation.
Oh, that works.
As you begin to now be able to see Avantris, a city with an impressive tower and college. Except, Desiree, it is not the beautiful city that you once knew. Now it is covered in glitter and pink, obnoxiously so, throughout it all.
I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh at that part. It's because I've seen it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know.
It is terrible.
Barbie's Dream Wizard College up in here.
Basically,
no, worse than that.
But worse.
But worse.
Worse.
How is it
100
worse?
times worse.
Don't worry
How
about
do
it.
you get
Super frilly, pink, over the top frilliness. That's really all I can say. Think like a little girl's pink nightmare.
Let me.
No, that sounds like a grown man's pink nightmare.
But
They're just gonna look at Dez and just be like, I'm guessing it didn't look like this when you were here last.
No.
as you fly over, you can see people staring, pointing, getting people's attention.
And this bodes
Joy.
so well, just so fantastically. We are in for such an easy time. Boy, howdy, am I looking forward to this. And I'm assuming that once we land, we will not be put immediately in prison. Boy, hooray! This sounds great. I'm ready to go and attack people with the sword.
Not
As
if
you
I have
land.
anything to say about it.
How close to town
I
are
don't
we
mean
trying to
them.
land?
I mean
Yeah,
like
how
the
close
people
to
that
town
tried
are you
to
landing?
arrest us.
Probably
say-
landing outside the city gates. I don't think there'll be
I'd
room for.
probably be, think more like a couple miles away. Yes, it's going to be a walk and a half,
Okay.
but
Probably.
lower chances that somebody from the city is going to try to get into the dragon.
Luna, have you figured out in between almost stopping my heart how to lock the dragon down so nobody else can get in?
You do know how.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she does.
And you
She
tell.
does. I'll give her a chance. I'll give her like a chance to figure it out.
Okay.
You know.
Will it be a
Others of us
bad
know.
idea to take the power crystals with us just in case? That's a bad idea, or that's okay?
Bad idea.
Oh,
I think we should just keep the keys with us, right? I mean, they don't have the keys; they can't turn the thing on.
These were for the bay. They weren't for the dragon.
I thought they were for the dragon.
They were for the bay, not for the dragon.
No, then I don't know.
So
Oh no, stay.
as
He looks at like just a random portion of the wall, and just looks at the dragon to like stay. Don't let anyone else fly you.
as
This works supremely well against inanimate objects.
as you begin to get to town,
well, before we leave, around the entrance, just as a thing, Badges is going to use his 6th level spell to cast Druid Grove around the dragon. So anybody who tries to get into the dragon is going to get the crap beat out of them by angry trees, solid fog, and self-eating rocks.
okay. There are 2 individuals that are standing out from the gate to meet you.
Are they all dressed in pink?
No. They look effectively like they're wearing military uniforms. 2 females.
You say military uniform. What does this military uniform look like?
It is blue
Again,
collared
and
with cut.
like, do they have boas wrapped around their necks? Like,
No.
what level of little
Hold-
girl is this?
No.
Hold on.
Let her finish, and she'll tell us.
It is a blue uniform with pink, glittery, goldish, like accents on it. It is buttoned all the way up. And you can see the pink, glittery, goldish buttons running down their outfits. One has an earring on their left ear, the other has an earring on their right ear. I mixed them up, but whatever. Thank you. And they even introduce themselves as eyes and ears.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it would be Tomax and Zamat. But that's only
We're
if you know
twins
G.I.
that feel
Joes.
each other's pain.
And Badges is gonna lean over to Dez and whisper, do you know these 2? Are they familiar?
Do I?
Yes, you do. They were the queen and king's daughters, the rightful heirs to Kylandria. Their actual names are Delilah and Dharma.
She's going to address them by name. Are you happy with how she's ruling?
Eyes looks to you and just do not use those names, please.
You don't recognize me as I am, but I can help deal with her. Are you afraid?
We are not allowed to talk at this moment. Please follow us to meet Queen Bouclair. She has set up a tea party to meet you all.
Of course, she set up a damn tea party.
All right, well, guide the way.
I'm going to quickly, just as the one who may be most acquainted with noble court behavior.
She worked essentially for
Prince.
them. That's fair.
From another land.
Yeah, still knows how to deal with royalty. It's all the same.
A fighter formerly known as a prince. Yep.
Lucas is just but he's looking at everyone else and kind of just going, follow mine and Dez's lead. And Dez, maybe follow my lead a bit more than your own. I only say this as I look a bit more respectable in
Hey, Lucas.
this. And Lucas, the armor
Another
is
reminder,
in such a
you're not
way.
alone.
Thank you, but follow my lead. And the helmet falls down. The armor is there, and it's very clearly regal.
As they bring you through, you see the people who are dressed in this very ostentatious, high pink hairstyles, pink clothing, large ball gowns, specifically of pink. And they are avoiding you. They won't even look at you all.
This feels like a weird version of Alchemist Quarry.
Can I insight to see if it's fear or something else?
Go ahead.
An insight too.
For a 10. Good job, Boulder. You know
Yeah,
something's up, but you're not
You know
really
something
sure.
up, dude, but that's it.
Will
That's
help.
What does badges know?
He's
19,
a
baby.
19, and Lucas, what did you get?
30-20.
10.
21.
Badges and Dez, you both realize that these people are petrified.
Does Lucas realize with a dirty 20?
Oh, no, you would also know this, that these people are terrified.
Of us or just in general?
Just in general. And the fact that you are walking with eyes and ears towards the palace, they don't want to get caught up in whatever is happening here. They bring you to the palace. Every time you step, there is pink glitter. And they lead you to a large hall.
This ride's very tense, but trying not to let it show.
With seats. And they motion to you. There are multiple butlers and maids there, basically holding out a chair for you, for each of you, and offering, and Bouclair is seated already at the head of the table.
How big are these chairs?
They're regular size chairs.
Regular chairs.
That's
Lucas
just
is going to
further
take a
away
seat.
from her.
Lucas is going to sit across from her.
At the other end?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is a...
Roll me insight, and I will message it to you privately.
Cool.
Sorry, did you... not 20.
Okay.
Badges will just take a seat wherever. He doesn't give a crap. If there's pink glitter on the seat, he's going to try and brush it off first. But
Okay.
This feels a little forced, doesn't it, Your Majesty? And Lucas is saying this before anyone else has the chance to sit down.
So, Badges, you are seated.
Yeah, why
Roll
not?
me insight.
Oh, gods. This is why he said this before everyone sat
Who
down.
else
He was
is
trying
seating?
to.
Who else is sitting?
I'll take a seat.
Roll me insight.
Nah.
Nothing for you, Badges. Desiraya, Luna,
I'll roll.
23.
give me a second.
11.
You hear nothing, or you see nothing, Luna, or nothing happens.
25?
All right. So now I
Must
can
be
say it out
partaking
loud.
these parlor games.
Lucas, Desiraya, and Boulder all hear the click that Badges and Luna do not when they sit. And Bouclair kind of looks down at her tea, takes a sip, puts it down. Well, you know, if I needed to do so much to get the heroes of the Bellowing Wilds to my parlor, I didn't know I had to.
Restate what you just said? I am confused as hell as what she means to.
I guess you do not remember me, no?
remember.
Badges, Boulder, and Luna.
I remember you.
Why, we? Do you
We
not
what?
remember? There was a child who asked for your autograph the day you saved my town, Bandarico,
Oh,
and you denied me. It has taken me a lot of work to get here, though.
I honestly do not remember that. No. I didn't really feel like a hero or like anybody would like. I zero recollection of that. Sorry. We've been busy saving people.
Of course not. But I did do a lot of work to get your attention, no? I mean, I did take over an entire country.
Desiree is like death staring her, and I don't know if she's aware.
She, you kind of realize that she doesn't care
Yeah.
very quickly.
So tell me, Your Majesty, if you don't mind, how did you go from being in Funderico to taking over Kylandria?
My performance is doing fantastic.
Last I knew, there was nobody in Funderico who had that kind of power, or we wouldn't have needed to save it.
No, I did not, but upon being forgotten again, I decided to take matters into my own hands, and, you know, the king and queen were just so kind to take in an orphan. They didn't think of anything of it.
Your Majesty, I'm afraid you have us at a disadvantage. And I'm afraid that you have... And I'm afraid that you have gone to great lengths for something that could have been as easily achieved via a letter.
Well, no. It could not have been. Because
and pray tell,
here's what is
explain,
going to
Your
happen.
Majesty.
You all will enter my indentured servitude until I have decided that I am done with you.
No.
Say what?
Oh.
Not a chance, princess.
I'm sorry, Lucas. You told us to follow your lead, and I'm trying, but there are some things that...
If you stand up, terrible things are about to happen.
Yeah.
You heard the clicks, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard the clicks. I know.
No, Badges did not hear the
No,
clicks.
I didn't hear the clicks. He's like, yeah, what? Well, you know what? I was electrocuted near to death by a giant mecha dragon a couple days ago. We fought a dire Tarask.
No.
We killed Gresh. I'm not actually feeling very threatened by now, pretty pink princess. So, let's move on to the next part where you realize this was a terrible mistake that you've made. You let us go and you stop invading the Bellowing Wilds. See, it's not nearly actually as cool as you think it is because I did it first.
No. You are so silly. You will make such a wonderful jester. You see, if you move right now, without my permission, there will be nothing left of you. I am not afraid to end lives or get rid of anybody.
I know that for sure.
How far away is she from Badges? To these chairs.
So my guess is it's 2 and it would be 1. There we go. And then 2 more.
So theoretically, if Badges vine whipped her and yanked her over onto his lap and then held her in place.
To spank the child? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
We should probably save that for next time, though, because I think we're a little...
Because I failed to describe this person to you all. She is 10 years old.
Yeah.
With blonde hair, blue eyes, and in the most flamboyant pink dress. And you could absolutely do it. But you can see eyes and ears kind of step up.
That's fine. They can't actually stop what I want to do if I want to do it.
Fantastic. Lucas pulls into his jacket and just pulls out like a packet of cigarettes and just
But once again, I figure since we're already a little past time, we should probably wait to stop or to start the
Because I will end it with this. She does look to you all and just says, "You will have 24 hours to make your decision. Otherwise, I will have you imprisoned." And that...
Oh, you can just imprison me then.
...is where we will end for today.
God damn me trying to negotiate anything.
In any other situation...
with a 10-year-old, my guy. A 10-year-old.
I was just going to say, in any other situation, Badges totally would have let Lucas take the front end on this, but he is beyond... Everything that's happened recently has just kind of pushed him... made him a little manic right now.
Yeah, the
Lucas understands, but Lucas is also Lucas understands, but at the same time, Lucas is also a professional and has done enough of these insane things to know that's probably a bad idea to try to do it this way. But we're gonna see how things work out, and he's just gonna sit there for a while. In fact, will likely not help out in combat next round when you immediately start it. You start smoking, go, no, just try to do things one way, and then everyone immediately goes, and then you're on your own again. And then they say, no, you're not going to be on your own. And then you're on your own again.
Thank you so much to all of my players. Here's the dark part, y'all.
Yep.
It's only gonna get worse.
Yep.
She hasn't started. So thank you so much to Scarred. Thank you to Ruth. Thank you to Mudkip. Thank you to Bat Kyle. Thank you to Solar. Let's go into how bad this is gonna be.
Lucas is just gonna sit. That is my plan for next session, to just sit there the entire time, going, no, and just waves to one of the butlers. I have something to eat. I don't want to. This is going to be a while, and they're going to do
there's glitter
really
in the
badly.
tea. There's glitter on the cucumber sandwiches. There's just glitter, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, Lucas doesn't really care at this point. He's just gonna sit there and eat cucumber sandwiches and go, these people.
Oh. Damn it.
Thank you. Thank you to our producer for the night. For tonight, Hellhounds. I'm gonna have to go back to the VOD to watch your stuff, even if it wasn't all that much. Thank you to chat, as always. I couldn't read your comments, but thank you for being here, and thank you to those watching in the future on YouTube or the VOD. If you watched up to here, you must have liked it, so please hit the bell, subscribe, and do all the things to know when things go out. We have
stuff.
shows a night, 6 shows a week. Is that it?
I think every night
Like
but
that.
Wednesdays at this point.
Yeah. So a bunch of ones. Pretty much any day of the week. Show up here at the time that it's supposed to be. And if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. I lost track, y'all. So thank you guys as always, and please be nice to each other. Night, y'all.
Night.
Night.
It's a good thing Lucas doesn't have lungs for all the packets of cigarettes he's going to go through.